something else that you were talking while you were talking, it made me think of this was it was one of the days you with Marco Polo, Nick and I, and you were literally driving to the gym, but you were talking about how much you did not want to go to the gym. But while you were feeling that way, you were like, nope, let me talk with Nick and Branda. You pulled up your phone, you started talking to us. By the end of that Marco Polo, you were in the gym parking lot and you were already ready to go in and start working out. And then the very next Marco Polo, and that was even like, I don't know if we had been able to answer in time, but by the time we had gotten to it, you had already sent another one, and it was after your workout, and you were like, man, I already feel so much better. I'm so glad that I came. And I was just that made my heart so happy, because in that moment, instead of turning to something else, like, you really easily could have turned to any coping mechanism. Like, literally, if you think about it, you could have turned to anything else. But you picked up your phone, you got a hold of us, you talked about how you were feeling, what you were struggling with, but then you already kind of, because you had gone through our onboarding and everything, you kind of already had an idea of probably what we would have said. You probably already had an idea of what you needed to do. It was just,
exactly,
am I going to actually follow through? So
I need to say it out loud.
Yeah, you just had to say it out loud. You had to verbally process that. The magic of verbally processing. I don't realize how important that is. Instead of us like coming at you and shaming you, like you said, we're encouraging you. We're like, hey, I know it sucks today, but I promise that you've already experienced this. You get into the gym, you do a workout, you're gonna get that blood pumping.
You'll be so happy.
More than likely at the end of the workout, you're gonna feel so accomplished, and you're gonna feel so much better. Oddly, even possibly more energy by the end, because now you've gotten up and you've moved, and so your body's not in that like resting state. It's in a we got this done stage, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, exactly. And I was going to say something in part from that. Oh, there was also a time that I drove to the gym at 5 a.m. in the middle of a snowstorm, and I messaged you guys, and I was like, I have no idea who I am. Who am I? I don't. Who is this? Like, what is she doing? What? This is a crazy girl.
Yeah, and I think it was a Saturday morning too.
Something like that. It was crazy. It just so not me, but in the best way possible. And just on so many levels, I just can't thank you guys enough for being the sounding board through the whole process and making it so accomplished. What's the word I'm trying to think of? So possible, so attainable, right? I think a lot of us in life, we set these like really almost unattainable goals because we're looking at this way bigger picture, when you just have to like literally just take things a little step at a time. And it took me a year to get, back to like where I really wanted to be. And I'm still working on myself physically. But what's amazing is like in the process, like you're practicing what you're preaching, and I'm watching you transform your body through this. Well, I'm getting to follow in your example, and it was just so cool, because then you feel like you're not alone, and it's like you're not just teaching me something, you're taking action on it yourself, and it's very relatable.
Absolutely. I would never want to ask you to do something that I would not do personally.